Hi, hope everybody is well. Seeing as the first Shabbos is coming up, that we have the opportunity to be Mekayim together, the mitzvah of Shlishit, Le'ilui Nishmas, Daniella Sheina, Yehoshua Falik. So I really wanted to spend a few minutes, really briefly, just going through the halachos of Shlishit, of Seudat Shlishit. Just so that we're familiar with the halachos. Again, it's something that a lot of people do, but a lot of people, are not so familiar with what the rules are, what you can make shaloshes on, what's the appropriate time for shaloshes. So I really just want to take a few minutes and just really run through, going through some of the seifim in Shulchan Aruch. This is located in the Shulchan Aruch in Orach Chaim, in Reish Tzadik Aleph, 291, in Chela Gimel of the Mishnah Brura. And I'm just going to be reading from the Shulchan Aruch and explaining and reading bits and pieces in the Mishnah Brura. That's it, just to give a little bit of an idea. Okay, so the Shulchan Aruch tells us like this in Seif Aleph: Yehizahir ma'od l'kayim Seudat Shlishit. So a person has to be very, very careful. Be zahir ma'od, very careful to be mekayim this mitzvah. And the Mishnah Brura explains because it's really based on a pasuk. V'smechua akra d'chsiv. V'yomer Moshe echlua hayom. When Moshe was talking to Klal Yisrael about the man, he said to them the following pasuk, and it says the word hayom 3 times. Echluhu hayom, ki Shabbos hayom laHashem, hayom lom timse'u basadeh. Eat it today, because today is a Shabbos to Hashem. Today you will not find it in the field. And Chazal learned from this that the 3 mentionings of the word hayom come out to be a responsibility for us to have 3 meals. So the Mishnah says, you see, it's based on a pasuk in the Torah. It's really something a person should be careful about. And Mishnah brings down here, over mamakom mamakom tzarich litin lo kol gimel seudos. In other words, even a poor person who's collecting money to live, we may say, okay, look, he ate 2 big meals. He had a big meal last night, a big meal today. He's going to eat a meal again tonight after Shabbos. Why does he need an extra meal during the day? So the answer is no. He gets another meal because this is a chiyuv. It's a responsibility that every person has. Okay. Va'afim husava, the Shulchan Aruch now continues again in Seif Aleph. Va'afim husava yachol l'kaimos of the kabetza, and even if a person's very full, they don't need a big lavish meal. Like we said in the original video, you don't need a big lavish meal to be mekayim this mitzvah. It's enough just to have a little bit more than a kabetza, just more than an egg. Basically a slice of bread or a little bit more than that. Is enough in order to be mekayim the mitzvah. If a person is washing and having bread. The Mishnah Brura brings down v'yesh omrim. There are those that say shafilu b'kezayis yotzei yedei asuda. That even with a kezayis, even if you don't eat a kabetz, we're talking about literally a half a slice of bread that a person would eat. It's better for a person that if they're able to have a kabetz, to have a full egg's worth volume, which again is about a regular slice, a middle slice of rye bread or a loaf of bread. But the Mishnah says, if a person's really full and they can't do that, at least to have a kazayas, which is about a half a slice of bread. Just if you do that, let's say a person's really hungry and they only just want to eat a little bit, again, to be mekayim the mitzvah, to wash, make a motzi, eat a little bit and bench, you don't make a netilas yadayim. You wash your hands, but if you're eating less than a kabetza, according to many achronim, you don't make a bracha of netilas yadayim. Okay, so let's go on. So again, even if he's very full, he should at least have a kabetza. The Shulchan Aruch continues though. Let's say if a person really can't eat at all, they're so full they really can't eat at all. He's not responsible. He's not required to taint himself, to put himself in tsar. And the Mishnah Brura explains, because after all the Seudos on Shabbos are given to us in order to enjoy Shabbos, to have pleasure on Shabbos. Not to cause us suffering, not to cause us tsar. So therefore, a person, is not if it's a tsar, if it's painful for them to have shalshus, then they're not able to do so. The chacham continues the Shulchan Aruch. The chacham ein of barosho, a person who's wise, so he'll look into the future or look ahead. Shelo yimali bitno besudas haboker kadei litain makom lesudas shlishis. Especially nowadays, like in the winter, when it's a short Shabbos, so a person will be careful not to eat too much at lunch, so that he'll be able to eat shalshus later. Some person's eating lunch and they're enjoying it. They can't eat too much. They have to save room for shalshus for later. Okay, that's Seif Aleph. We'll do maybe one more sif here, and then we'll break up the other half of the halachos into another video. Okay, so what's the appropriate time? When is the right time for a person to have shalshus? The Shulchan Aruch continues and says, "Zman ha-mishigia, zman ha-mincha." From the time that you could start davening mincha, that's the same time that you could start eating shalshus. From 6.5 hours into the day. Again, 6 halachic hours, on an equinox, on an equal day of 12 exact hours, so that it would be exactly at 12:30. You look on a luach and it says whatever time chatzos is, and it's a half an hour after after Chatzos. So at the same time that you could start davening mincha, you could start to eat Shalosh Shudas. The Shulchan Aruch says, Bishop Brewer says an interesting thing. No, v'im hischel lechel Seudat Shlishit kodem Chatzos v'nimshecha Seudat achar she'egia zman mincha gedola. Let's say a person started eating. Let's say a person wakes up very early in the morning. They daven vasikin, and then they come home and they wash, and they're finished eating the Seudah. Let's say in the summertime, they've already washed and benched by 9 a.m. So now at 11 o'clock, they're going to eat another Seudah. So the question is, can that Seudah be Shalosh Shudas for them? Can that count as Shalosh Shudas? Look, they're eating 2 Seudos during the day. So the halacha is, no, it has to be after Mincha Gedola. So the Mishnah Berurah says, though, that even if you began the Seudah before the time, let's say you began the Seudah at 11 o'clock, but the Seudah carries on past Mincha Gedola, the post can say that a person should eat bread after that time, so then the person is Yotzei, and the Mishnah Berurah says, Yotza, the Ha'al Kopanim Achol Bezmana V'lo Zlinim B'zeh Basar Aschala, because a person is Yotzei because the nicer they ate the Seudah in the appropriate time, even if they didn't start it at the right time. Okay, so we learned the halachos of the basics of Shalosh Shudas, the time of Shalosh Shudas. Mir Hashem will continue and see, what are the halachos about what a person has to have as part of the meal, what's lechatchila, b'di'evet, and hopefully we'll have a better understanding of these halachos. The nishmat, Daniella Sheina, Yehoshua Falik.